You know, somewhere Stephen King is probably watching this movie going, an evil mirror? Why didn't I think of that? I guess I'll have to go back to writing my book about an evil water bottle. Ah! Oculus. A round or eye-like opening or design, in particular. Oculus is the new horror film about an evil mirror, but calm down because it's not as dumb as it sounds. This is actually the scariest mirror you are likely to come across. I mean, look at this thing! So Karen Gillan from Doctor Who plays a girl with red hair whose brother has just been released from a mental institution. A lot of bad stuff went down when they were younger, and their parents died tragically and horribly. And he has realized while he's in the hospital that all the ghost stuff they experienced when they were kids was all in his head. Except then his sister takes them to their old house with the evil mirror and says, oh, remember all that ghost stuff when we were little? That really happened. So she has set up this elaborate system with cameras and alarms, and she's going to prove that this mirror is the spawn of Satan. Once again, look how creepy. Why would anyone want that mirror in their house anyway? The cool thing about this movie though is it leaves a lot to the imagination. We don't know why exactly the mirror is evil, and I like not knowing why. For me, the added mystery just makes it all the more scary. You're also not given a lot of information on the brother and sister's backstory. That kind of unfolds through flashbacks that are told as the story goes in like Christopher Nolan fashion. The plot of this movie kind of reminded me of Twilight Zone episodes or certain episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark, except it's much more intricate than that. I mean, this mirror can make you do things without realizing that you're doing them. It can make you think you're leaving the house when you're actually just doing its bidding. It can make ghosts chase after you. It can make you kill people without knowing that you're killing people. If you try to break it, it can trick you into thinking that you're breaking it when you're just hitting the wall beside it. It's a really evil mirror. Again! I feel like it's looking at me. If there is a flaw in the whole story though, it's why would anyone want to go up against this Hitler mirror? I mean, it would be great if you could prove that your whole family isn't crazy, but I'm not gonna pick a fight with a demonic mirror just to prove a point. But it is a movie, so I can suspend my disbelief. Now the movie does have some problems that I thought mostly have to do with the beginning and the end. The first act of this movie is kind of slow. The story really takes off once they get to the house with the mirror, and the pacing in the first half of the movie really needed to be picked up. And unfortunately, the ending to me felt pretty unsatisfying. It just felt like they had a very clever concept and they just couldn't figure out a clever way to end it. It wasn't a terrible ending, it was just, okay, I've seen this ending a dozen or so times before. Despite its flaws, I do feel like this movie is worth seeing, mostly for horror fans. I mean, it does have some very disturbing imagery, like some of the creepiest scenes I've seen in a film in a long time. And if you're the kind of person who gets freaked out by ghosts in movies and you love every second of it, then this is a movie you should definitely go see. I give the movie a lot of points for taking a traditional ghost story and just giving it a little extra twist. This is apparently based on a short film by the same director, so I kind of want to see that just because I want to see more stuff with this evil mirror. However, if this movie had had a better start and a smarter ending, it could have been a really great horror film. So as it is, I'm gonna give it a C+. If you're somebody who loves horror films, you owe it to yourself to see this at least once. I just realized that if I just changed the music for that creepy mirror, then it probably wouldn't be as creepy.
I just wanna be okay.
Precious.